Please don't forget to subscribe and activate the bell to receive everything that's new. This insolent woman drove on the sidewalk each day, so the judge shamed her in an unforgettable way. When one shameless woman drove on the sidewalk each and every day, her actions infuriated people. They couldn't understand how she could get away with her dangerous driving for so long. But when the woman's punishment finally came, the judge made sure to teach her a lesson she wouldn't forget. Sheena Harden comes from Cleveland, Ohio. She's a mom to a daughter and apparently keen to set a good example. However, in 2012, she made an error in judgment that she would live to forget. Like many moms, Harden took care of her kids' school run. Seemingly, she was keen to get her daughters there on time so she could start the day right. However, to do so, she cut corners. Literally. Each day, Harden passed a school bus in her car. The bus would stop at an intersection in order to drop some kids off. And when it stopped, the road would be too narrow for traffic to pass on the other side. Faced with this situation, most motorists would simply wait for the bus driver to finish dropping off the children. Then once the bus pulled off, they would continue with their journey. However, Harden wasn't like most motorists. It seemed she was a little too impatient for all that. Often Harden would bypass the bus by making a pretty dangerous maneuver. She'd pull onto the sidewalk and drive around the larger vehicle before returning to the road. But her hazardous driving hadn't gone unnoticed. Uriah Heron, the driver of the bus, quickly grew tired of watching Harden dangerously drive on the sidewalk time and time again. So he decided to do something about it. One day in 2012, he filmed Harden's behavior from the bus. In the footage, as expected, Harden swerved the bus by pulling onto the sidewalk, and it was enough evidence to take the haphazard driver to court. Indeed, the judge thanked Heron for having the good sense to film Harden's misdemeanor. Harden had originally denied ever driving on the sidewalk, but when the footage emerged, she was forced to admit her crime and pleaded guilty. However, Cleveland Municipal Court Judge Pinky Carr wanted to make an example of her. In this situation, because she, Harden, was so brazen, I wanted to make sure it was more than a slap on the wrist, she later told Cleveland.com. To do so, Carr took her inspiration from Municipal Judge Michael Ciccinetti of Paynesville in Lake County, Ohio. Ciccinetti is famed for his creative and alternative approach to sentencing offenders, and his sentences rarely involve a prolonged prison spell. But while this may be the case, it's fair to say the crooks he deals with don't get off lightly. To punish one couple who'd stolen a figure of Jesus from a nativity scene, he made them dress up as characters from the Bible and walk the streets accompanied by a donkey. Another time, he made a man stand with a pig and a sign stating, "This is not a police officer," because the man had insulted a cop during confrontation. Explaining his unconventional approach to punishment, Ciccinetti said there was a method behind his apparent madness. "It's too easy to put people in jail," he told Cleveland.com. "They go to jail and it does not deter the crime." So with this in mind, Judge Carr came up with a novel idea on how to discipline Harden. She ordered the disgraced mom to stand out on the sidewalk with a sign that read, "Only an idiot would drive on the sidewalk to avoid a school bus." As a result, one cold day in November of 2012, Harden spent 1 hour on the streets with her sign. However, she spent this period smoking and using her cell phone, so Judge Carr ordered her to return the following day. "If I wanted someone standing there for an hour texting and smoking cigarettes, I would have had that as part of her sentence," she told WKYC TV at the time. So the following day, Harden returned to the spot and appeared to take her punishment a little more seriously. And it was a sight that pleased many of the parents who saw her. "She's an idiot, just like her sign says," Lisa Kelly, whose young daughter rides the bus, told Fox News. However, others took a more sympathetic view of Harden. A man named Archie Berwick came out in support of Harden and even joined her with a sign saying, "If she's an idiot, then so am I." Speaking to Newsnet 5, he added, "I don't agree with what you did, but I still don't believe you're an idiot." However divisive the punishment may have been, though, it did appear to have a lasting effect on Harden. Later, in a statement, she said the experience had taught her a lesson. Yes, she owned up to the fact that she'd made a stupid mistake by driving on the sidewalk. "I broke traffic laws no different from running a red light or texting while driving," her statement said. "All have the potential of dangerous consequences. It's a learning lesson for me and an example for my daughter. If you make poor or bad choices, then you have to suffer the consequences. But this won't break me, and I'll move forward." So in this case, it seems the humiliation of Harden's punishment may have been more effective than prison. No doubt she'll think twice before breaking the law. Furthermore, the kids and parents at school are safe from Hardin's dangerous driving. Please don't forget to share this video with your friends below.